What's up, guys? It's your boy Blu-ray Lunatic back with another massive Blu-ray haul. Um, the last one I did, we got 62 pickups from McKay's in Knoxville. This time we have 98 pickups from McKay's in Chattanooga and Knoxville. A Target pickup and a Walmart pickup. But anyway, I'm gonna just get right into it. Started off with Big Boy, The Sopranos complete series. I am right now in about the middle of the third season. Fantastic show. Big gangster movie lover and stuff like that. So, never seen an episode till I got this. Fantastic show. Very excited I got it. Move that. Straw Dogs. Haven't seen this one. I heard that the original one was kind of slow, and this one was better, so happy to add that to the collection. Oh man, we got piles and piles here, guys. Hours with Paul Walker. Never seen this one either, but I heard that this was supposed to be one of his best films, and one of his last ones that he completed before he died. Rest in peace. So, looking forward to that one as well. Crash. I mean, I've got piles and piles here that I haven't seen, so I'll get to it. I'll get to them. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see. Blue Valentine. Never seen this one either, but not really a big romance guy. But I heard this was supposed to be one of the best ones, so we'll check it. I know Michelle Williams from Manchester by the Sea. I really like her, and Ryan Gosling's pretty cool too. So, looking forward to giving that a watch. Bullet to the Head with Stallone. I mean, it's a revenge movie, and it's got Stallone in it. I mean, how can that be? That's just a good time right there. Might get a little hate for this one. Cell. I own the novel. Read the first, 2 or 3 chapters. Never finished it, so we'll see how this turns out. I heard terrible reviews, but what the heck. There Will Be Blood. Big Daniel Day-Lewis fan. Never seen this one. I know this is supposed to be like a masterpiece or something. But Gangs of New York is what I really liked him in. So I'm very anxious to see how that one goes. Forsaken with Kiefer Sutherland and Donald Sutherland. It's really cool seeing them in a movie together, and in a Western, no less. So I'm very, very excited to check this one out. Traded. I got more Westerns this time. For some reason, the Western section of McKay's is a little bit more pricey than the rest. But I found some really good deals on some stuff, and it's a really good haul. Jack Reacher, Never Go Back. I've seen the first one. It was really cool. Thing about this one is apparently this edition was supposed to come with like a comic book or something, and whoever brought it didn't bring the comic book, so now the slip cover is just like super loose. But it's a cool cover, though. I gotta keep it for that. Another one that got absolutely dreadful reviews. Assassin's Creed. This was like it was like around $9 or $10 or something like that. And the slipcover is just so cool, I had to get it, even if the movie is terrible. I love the games, so I hope that they kind of at least tried to keep it in there. Apocalypse Now. Surprisingly, never seen this one. I know this is supposed to be a widely loved film. And as you can see, this edition comes... Well, maybe you can't. I'm sorry about the lighting. The power is out right now, so I can't do anything. I've opened the blinds. This is the best I can do. But this edition, if you can't see that, it comes with Apocalypse Now and Apocalypse Now Redux, or however you say it. which adds 49 extra minutes of bonus footage. That's ridiculous. I know like an extended edition adds like 5 or 10 minutes, but almost an hour? That's crazy. So it's going to take me a little bit to get to that one. Christmas Horror Story. Everybody seems to really like this one. Huge horror fan. It's my favorite genre. So it looks dope. I mean, that cover. I mean, Santa Claus versus Krampus. That just sounds like a really good time to me. The only reason I got this one is the slipcover is really cool, and I like Vin Diesel. So that is The Last Witch Hunter. I know you can't see that. Oh, there we go. Maybe if I hold it back a little bit. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the hollow, whatever you call it. It sounded interesting. Yeah, it was like $3 or $4, something like that. Oh, I'm gonna save this one. Finally, into the collection, we add It, and I swapped out the Mad Max Walmart case for that because I mean it belongs in a red case. Freaking awesome movie or miniseries, whatever you want to call it. Never read the book, but I heard that the remake is supposed to be closer towards the book than this, so I'll have to give this a watch closer to September when the remake comes out. The Gallows. I really enjoy this movie. I've seen this like 3 or 4 times. I really like it. I'm not a fan of the shaky cam first person stuff, but this one I really enjoy. So this movie gets a lot of hate, and I don't think it deserves as much as it gets. And it's Rings with the freaking awesome cover there. I thought it was a decent addition to the films. Not great by any means, but certainly not as bad as people say. I know there were parts where it was a little jumpy, especially, spoiler alert, with supposedly Samara's father. I mean, I thought they'd kind of solved that earlier, but apparently not. So, I thought it was pretty good though overall, and not worthy of as much hate as it gets. And I got 3 Scream Factory pickups. Sadly, no collector's editions. I've still only got the Mad Max one, but 2 out of the 3 I enjoyed. This one just disappointed me so bad. That is The Lesson. It sounded awesome. There's the, as almost always, the alternate artwork, which is completely misleading. Because spoiler alert, I mean, this looks like it takes place in a classroom, and it totally doesn't. They're in like a warehouse or something, and it was so slow. It took forever to get to the good stuff, which wasn't good at all. It never stepped itself up, because spoiler alert. Oh, that'll stand up. Because spoiler alert, all he does, freaking nails the dude's hands into the table. That's it. I mean, I figured, it'd start there and build up to something worse and something worse, and it never did. That's all they did the whole freaking movie. It was just that one note the whole time. I liked the premise. It had plenty of opportunity and potential, but it didn't meet there. So, but it's a Scream Factory, so of course it's going to stay in the collection. And this movie seems to get a lot of controversy for some reason. And it's Fender Bender with the really awesome throwback 80s style slasher slipcover. I mean, look at that. That's just so cool looking, man. And anyway, this one, I don't know. I mean, it seems to be like a love it or hate it situation. I really digged it. I mean, that's bad grammar. That I really dug it. It was a neat little. I don't know if I'd call it a slasher, but it's slasher-esque. The ending was a little shoo shoo, but overall, I thought it was a pretty cool, uh, kind of original, and this one absolutely blew me away. Um, it sounded great. I didn't really. I watched those two first, so my expectations for this one were kind of, I thought the others were going to be good too. But that's Autopsy of Jane Doe. Now, sadly, for some reason, this does not have alternate artwork. It has interior artwork, but stand. Fine, don't. Anyway, this movie was incredible. I cannot recommend this one enough. I think if there's one movie that you have to see out of all these, this might be it. Or it might be tied for first anyway. But totally didn't expect this movie to go where it went. I just had a really, really great time with this movie. And I highly, highly, highly recommend that. The collection, I got the collector in a horror pack, a couple months ago. So, finally got the second one. I hope they make the third one. I mean, they're supposed to. But no news have ever come about of that one. Sinister with the absolutely awesome slipcover. I mean, Sinister is embossed. And that's glary, as you can kind of tell. I love this movie. The sequel was complete crap. It was terrible. It is garbage. Pure trash. But this one was amazing. I mean, of course, there was no way they were going to top it. But that was just so bad. Of course, I'm still going to get it. But it was just bad. It was really bad. Mama, another amazing slip. I know you can't tell. I apologize. But Mama's debossed. And it's debossed on the spine as well. It's just a really great slipcover. I've only seen the movie once, and it's been a little while. So, I remember certain parts. I know it's creepy, but it's kind of a horror movie, and it's kind of not at the same time. But, I'll have to give this one another watch. Excuse me. Jaws, the Universal 100th Anniversary edition. With the, I like these. I gotta get more of these. Only reason I really got this one was just because everybody raves of The Amazing Transfer. I haven't got the opportunity to check it out yet, but I will get to it. Everybody says it's one of the best transfers. So, and other than that, it's an essential horror movie town. Yeah, I reckon I'll talk about these now. The Woman in Black. Me and my mom watched this when this first came out, and we just thought it was bad. It was bad. We turned it off at like 20, 25 minutes way through. It was just so boring. But I guess we just weren't really paying that much attention because this movie is incredible. I watched it by myself like 2 days ago, and this movie creeped me out. It takes so much. Actually, the only movie that's ever really scared me was The Exorcist, and I mean, it's The Exorcist. It's the most terrifying film ever made, and man, it didn't terrify me, but this certainly gave me the creeps, and just an incredible movie. Completely took me by surprise and impressed me. And then there's this. Woman in Black 2. Okay. I don't like this one. I mean, as a standalone film, it ain't terrible. But it ain't good. The creep factor is nowhere near as creepy as it was in the first one. The only reason I'm actually keeping this one is for the slipcover. It's really cool looking. It's got a neat velvety texture to it, and I didn't like it. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. This was $1.95. I've seen this before. I didn't particularly care for it. I mean, it was just okay. But slipcover was pretty neat. So, House at the End of the Street. I hate movies with that kind of a title, but I mean, for $1.95, you know, what the heck? Orphan. I really dig this movie. And it's supposedly got a chilling alternate ending, which I've never seen. But really cool film overall. One that I never expected. Oh my god. And y'all know that now that I'm making a video, that's all I'm doing. Inside Out. I found this for $10 with the slip. I mean, you know how hard it is to find a Pixar movie for $10? That's crazy. I don't know why they're so expensive. But great movie. My dad hates it. He's like the only person in the world that does not love this movie. So very excited to add that to the collection. I found this one for such a good price. I could not pass it up. Star Wars. The complete saga, even though it ain't. Okay. Just a really, really beautiful, well put together box set. And I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this one. But I've never seen 4, 5, and 6. I don't think I've seen 2 either. I've seen, Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith I really liked. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so maybe that's why. But I am very excited to go through all of these in, at one time. Force Awakens. This is the edition that I wanted of this anyway. And it was really, really cool. I think I paid too much for it. But Heat of Passion, I was in a big hurry. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you about it now. Okay. I went to Target searching for something in particular, and the one I went to did not have it. So when I stopped in was at Knoxville, and we were gonna go check out the one in Johnson City because that's where I live. And we were pushing the time, so in order to get there on time, I was in there. I was just getting stuff real quick. I don't even think I looked at the price tag on this. I think it was like $30. Usually they got some awesome prices, but I think I overpaid for this one. But this is the edition I wanted of it anyway. Anyway, the movie that I went to Target to get, and I was just like an hour away from them being taken off sale, as La La Land. Not a huge musical fan, but everybody was just, they're obsessed with this movie. I mean, it got 6 Academy Award wins. Almost 7. So that little mix-up. And I just had to see what all the buzz was about. And I didn't know which edition to get. I was torn between this one and the really, really awesome Walmart edition. I'll get it too. But this is just such a beautiful slipcover. And, the other one had like the big old yellow border, talking about that. And this one just looks nicer, cleaner, more classy. And I just had to get it. It was $14.99. It was on sale. And this was a really, really good film. I immediately wanted to watch it again as it was over. And I didn't. Obviously, I was really tired, or I would have. But I'm really looking forward to checking this one out again. Oh, get it together. This one I actually just got last night. I couldn't believe that it was this cheap. But it's an amazing edition. And it's the newest Heat, the Director's Definitive Edition. Newly remastered. You got like a bunch of new deleted scenes. Seems to be torn with the community about the deleted scenes. Ooh. Excuse me. But just a really, really beautiful slipcover. It's so simplistic, but that's just what gets me about it. The simplicity of it just really makes it stand out in a really cool way. And on the back there, it sticks with the blue theme. It's a long movie, but here we go. I went through to my other edition. I never liked this artwork, but I don't know yet. I'm gonna have to put it in. I mean, it lists the bonus features, but I don't know if that's all. But this one has some bonus features that this one doesn't have listed, like the 5 documentaries. True crime. We're calling the real life Chicago cop and criminal whose exploits inspired the movie. It was not in this. It says that there's a 3-part documentary in here, but on the back it says 5 documentaries, so I don't know. I don't know. I'll just see. But really glad to add that again to the collection. And here we go. Now these movies I were definitely wanted to get, but I didn't expect to be getting these editions. Certainly. Patriots Day, the 4K edition. Okay, I went to Best Buy and went to the Blu-ray, and it was like $22.99. And I was like, I really don't want to pay that for it. So I kind of skipped over it. And then I saw this for $17.99. I'm like, hey, well, that's more like it. So, I mean, especially since it's the 4K edition, I just had to get it. And I don't know, the previews never stood out to me. Whew. And I wanted to see it, but it was like, I could wait a little bit. But I watched this, and man, is this a really, really great movie. I'm blanking on the guy's name. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Peter Berg. Okay. There it is. This dude makes some excellent films. He's made Lone Survivor with Mark Wahlberg, Patriots Day with Mark Wahlberg, I think he did Deepwater Horizon as well, I'm pretty sure, with Mark Wahlberg. And it's just, he does a really, really great job. I did not expect this movie to be as great as it was, and I'm very glad that it surprised me. And this, again, just totally blew me away. Hacksaw Ridge, same deal. Okay. This movie was, I think it was $19.99, and this was $17.99. I mean, like, whoever's pricing up at Best Buy, I mean, thank you. I mean, you don't know what you're doing, but you save me some extra money, and gave me a better edition. This movie was absolutely phenomenal. Actually, you know what? I had said before that the Autopsy of Jane Doe was the one I recommend the most, but this is. This movie was absolutely fantastic, flawless, beautifully shot. There was not a thing wrong with this movie. Um, so much better than I even thought it. I knew it would be great, but man, it just went above and beyond every expectation I had for this movie. And I don't like the guy, but Mel Gibson, you did a great job with that movie. And speaking of Mel Gibson, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. I've said before, I'll say it again. I don't like the Mad Max. I've only seen the first one. Maybe it's because the expectations I had just didn't quite meet up. I'm going to give it another shot. But I didn't like it the first time. I mean, I don't need to say spoiler alert because everybody's seen Mad Max. But it was supposed to be a revenge movie. Dude killed his wife and I think his kid. It's been a while since I've seen it. I thought it was supposed to be a revenge movie, you know? He only killed like 3 people and there were more. You know, and none of the really good stuff happened until like over halfway through the film. But anyway, I had the first one. So it's good. I got to get the rest of them. So I got them all now. That's that. Nocturnal Animals. Jake Gyllenhaal can do no wrong. Or Amy Adams, for that matter. This was a great movie. Ending was weird. But overall, really good. The Duel. Kind of weird seeing Woody Harrelson in a Western. He pulled it off, though. He does a really good job. And I'm not a huge Liam Hemsworth fan, but... He did good, too. Really, really solid Western. I apologize, guys, man. Phew. I ain't been to bed yet. And I can't sleep without my fan, so... I have the book for this. It's too freaking long. So, I just watched this. As 11/22/63 by James Franco. Great series. Again, the ending, it just missed one thing. And anybody that sees this knows what I'm talking about. But really, really neat idea. Yeah. Kudos to Stephen King, wherever he gets these ideas from. A lot of people crap all over this movie. Maybe it's because I haven't read the comic books or book or whatever. But I enjoyed it. That Suicide Squad with the really, really cool and colorful slipcover. I really liked it. If it did feel a little rushed, and they could have done more with it, I hope that they make it for that in the sequel. But overall, I don't think this movie deserves all the hate that it's getting either. But like I said, maybe because I haven't read the comic books. I'm going to just try to, get through these. Jason Bourne. I still ain't made it through the other ones yet. I've watched the first one, and I watched the third one a long time ago. But, well, I apologize for that. I know that was not pretty. But found this for like $10. In like near perfect condition. So I thought that was a good deal. Chronicle. I didn't even know what it was about, but it had a cool slipcover, and it was like $2. Hitman Agent 47. Okay. I don't know if it's a bad film. Everybody says it is. It was really cheap, so screw it. I got it. If I don't like it, I'll trade it. Watchmen Director's Cut. Never seen this either. I don't even know what it's about. I know it's a superhero movie. A lot of people really dig it. Got it for cheap, though. Red. Never seen it, but my dad likes it. So. Captain Phillips didn't really interest me, but my dad really wanted to see it. So, maybe the fact that I don't have too much expectations for it will make me like it more. I mean, it is Tom Hanks, and he can do no wrong either. Let's bring these up. Wolfman remake, like you saw in my horror collection, or maybe you haven't. If you haven't, you should. If you like horror movies, I really liked. I'm not a werewolf fan, but I really enjoyed the original Wolfman, so I had to get that. Stone is De Niro. I mean, come on. The Lone Ranger. People hate this movie. Really cheap. Added to the Disney collection. It's Johnny Depp. I mean, that sounds like a good time to me. Blood Ties. Have no clue. But had pretty decent cast in it. So. And it was really cheap. And it's a crime drama. And I like those. Hannah. It looked cool. I've seen the previews a long time ago. It looked interesting. We Own the Night. This was recommended by like 2 or 3 other blue tubers, so I'm gonna take their word on it. I mean, Wahlberg, Joaquin Phoenix, Eva Mendes. I don't know Robert Duvall too well, but good cast. The Homesman. When I bought this was still sealed. Had the little stupid things up at the top. It was like $3, and it's a Western. Booyah. I got lucky with this one. I found the Incredible Hulk with the lenticular slip and the apparently hard to find green case. That's awesome. It's supposed to be like nearly impossible to find it with the case and the cover, so I'm glad that I did. Reach Me. Sounds like a really weird movie for Stallone to be a part of, but maybe it'll be good. Oh. If nothing else, it's got Lauren Cohan in it, and that's always a plus. Fury. I love war movies. This is one that I've never seen, but I heard it's supposed to be like one of the best ever made. 42, the Jackie Robinson story. I've been really wanting to see this for a long time, but I just never found it like really cheap. I know that it was in like the $5 section at Walmart for a little bit, but I couldn't get it at that time. I didn't have that much money. Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. Was never, I mean, I haven't seen him in much of anything, but Casey Affleck, really, especially after Manchester by the Sea, really kind of opened my eyes to him a little bit, and I'm liking him. Transporter 3, got them all now. This one was way more difficult to track down than it should have been. Got 3 wrestling pickups, and got the Best of Madison Square Garden. I have the DVD of this, but I've never even taken the disc out. But it's got some really cool matches in there. Best of Raw and SmackDown 2015. I love these little compilations. I wish they would put out the seasons, but that would be so thick and that would be so expensive. But I'd buy it. And Best of Raw and SmackDown Live 2016. Got some neat stuff in there. I mean, this has got some matches with Breezango and Tyler Breeze. Like, how could that possibly? I mean, you're having a bad year when that's on there. I'm just saying. Those are stupid gimmicks. I've got a few 3 DVDs. I know, DVDs. But, you know what? Dad grabbed this one. I don't know nothing about it. But, something called Sahara. Look at that. It's 95 cents. It's 95 cents. I mean, it's got Matthew McConaughey, Penelope Cruz, and Steve Zahn in it. It's got good people in it. But, I don't know. I'll put that over there. TV show called Little Bush from Comedy Central, so it's got to be good. $1.95 for a whole season of television. It seems like it would be funny. Seven Below, Val Kilmer, and I know this dude from something, from a few things. But again, $1.95. I think it'd be worth that. This is a series that I've been wanting for a long time. Isn't the edition of the series that I wanted, but I mean, it was $65. It was a lot cheaper than the one that I want, and it'll suffice until I can get that. That's the Twilight Zone complete collection on Blu-ray. I don't know what the picture looks like. I haven't heard anybody talk about it, so I hope it's good. Twilight Zone's awesome. You can't go wrong with Twilight Zone. I even like the new ones that they did. Some of them. Some of them were just stupid. But there were a few in the new ones that I liked. Quick and the Dead. This is like really, really, really hard to find on Blu-ray for some reason. And Tombstone. They had it for like $26. I've never seen it, but I wasn't going to pay that for it. Good Lord. Paranormal Activity 2 and 3. They get better as they go along. I've had the marked ones forever. And I got part 4, a couple weeks ago. I just said, screw it, I'm going to get them all. So the only one I don't have is the first one and the 6th one, which is like supposed to be the last one, apparently. Why him? Really, really impressed. I mean, James Franco is awesome. Bryan Cranston's awesome. Really impressed. This was, I thought, I knew it'd be good, but it was really good. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. People do not like this for some reason, and I don't get it at all. I think this movie's hilarious. I mean, Zac Efron, Anna Kendrick, and Aubrey Plaza. I don't remember seeing her in anything, but she's cute too. And Adam Devine, or Divine, whatever. He's funny. Spy, found it for $2. I mean, this is just such a hilarious film. Melissa McCarthy can do no wrong. She's just so hilarious. It was kind of weird seeing Jason Statham in a comedy. That was interesting. But he did good. More Melissa McCarthy, The Boss. She can do no wrong. I mean, the woman's just... She just hits me. She hits me. She's just so funny. Secret Window. Awesome movie. I mean, I'm not going to say Johnny Depp can do no wrong. But he does a lot of right. Click. I don't know if it's my favorite Sandler movie, but it's definitely one of. I love it. It's got, really good seriousness. It's got really good comedy. Not your typical Sandler film. I mean, I love his usual stuff. I mean, he plays stupid stuff, but it works for him. And but not his typical self. And I really, really liked it. Bad Santa 2, of course, it wasn't as good as the first one. The first one was genius. But I was hoping it'd be a little better. But overall, I really did enjoy it. I think it actually did. I mean, even coming from me, it had a little too much sexuality going for it. It's like that was its lifeline the whole time. But, I mean, Billy Bob's still hilarious. And Thurman Merman's still freaking stupid. Funny people. A lot of people don't like this one for some reason. I thought it was really good. I don't remember too much about this. I seen it like a year ago. But I remember that I really, really enjoyed it. Wild Hogs. Everybody's seen it. It was $1.95. Anger Management. More Sandler. Here Comes the Boom. A lot of people have a problem with this movie. It was $1.95, people. I mean, I like it. I really like that one. Office Christmas Party. I mean, it was good, but I mean, with all these funny people in it, I really expected a little more from it. The campaign. Jesus. Will Ferrell punching that baby just gets me. Lord, he's hilarious. The Blind Side. The Mechanic. That was a really good movie. Jason Statham can almost do no wrong. Boondock Saints. Not the edition I wanted, but it'll get me through. It was $1. Dragon Ball. I liked it. It had cool action in it. Leave me alone. Reindeer Games, the director's cut. Really, really cool movie. I really, really liked that one. Limitless. Really neat. Really neat. The Divergent Digibook. This was $1.95 too. I mean, for a Digibook, I wasn't going to pass that up. Allegiant on 4K as well. Really, I wanted to get this one, but I wasn't expecting to get the 4K edition of it. But it was cheaper than the Blu-ray, so heck yeah. Arrival. I mean, people's been just raving over this movie. And although it was really cool, actually, I don't have anything bad to say about this movie. This was a really good movie. Now, this one I expected more out of too. In Order of Disappearance. I hate having to read subtitles. I put subtitles on all my movies, but I hate having to read them. I really expected a lot more action out of this, and the action that it did have was, subpar. It just. It's a good thing he's got a cool slip, is all I'm saying. Stolen, I don't know, Nicolas Cage. Hey, it was $1.95 too. So, I think I like that one too. It's been a while since I've seen it. Very Harold and Kumar Christmas. The first and two were great. This one kind of really wasn't. They're in talks of the fourth one, so I hope that pans out. But I hope it's not like this. But it was $2. It had the slip to it, and I just wanted to have them all. I had to see what these were about because everybody's talking about how awesome they were. And that's Pitch Perfect and Pitch Perfect 2. Although I really liked them, I think they're a little overhyped. And the last one here, but stay tuned because I forgot to mention that I'm doing another HD giveaway. Hopefully, if it'll come through. As the Paperboy. This is a weird movie. But it was $2. It came with the slip, which I heard is kind of hard to find. And got a good cast in it. I mean, it was a good movie. It was just really strange. 3D. Coming at you. Let me get the codes. I'm sorry. Dropping stuff over here. What a mercy. Good. Oh my god. There goes the camera. Sorry, guys. I'm back. Lord, give me the codes. Give me the codes. I don't know what that was from. That wasn't a movie quote. Or if it is, that was just a lucky guess. Okay, I have some codes here. Some of them might work, some of them might not. I get these used. I mean, I don't know why you would put the code back in, but anyway, I know this one's good. This is the heat code. Yeah, it'll come through. There you go. Instructions, everything. There you go. Here we go. The Force Awakens. I'm sorry, it's got the sticky crap on it. Is blocking the code. So there we go. It's on a little BB-8. Even though I don't care, I don't love the movies, I still know what they're called. So there's the code for that. This one will work too. I don't know if the Star Wars one will work, but I know this one will. Why him? Because some of these I did buy new. So there's that code. And this one isn't for a movie, but I mean, if you want $2 credit on Vudu, here you go. And it's free $2. If you can read that, there's the code. This one will work. La La Land. This will probably go really quick. So there's your instructions. This one will work too. This is the entire series of The Sopranos. So brace yourselves. The entire series. That's 6 seasons, part 1 and 2, 7 seasons. I don't do that crap. But there you go. Sopranos. There's your code. Boom. Wabam. That's a lot of stuff. This one will work as well. 11/22/63. There you go. Boom out. You're welcome. 8-part miniseries. Won't regret it unless you do. Rings. There's that. Wabam. Patriots Day. This will work. Hacksaw Ridge will work. I totally went ham on Best Buy. Okay, so these are where I got these at. Office Christmas Party, brand new. There you go. Arrival. I don't need these stupid codes. I mean, I know there's people that really enjoy this and rely on them, but I'm more into physical media. Okay, now we're into the stuff that may or may not work. So, there's the Gallo. No, this one will work. Okay, I forgot. I did buy this one new. So, there you go. I don't need the codes. Jason Bourne, this one might not work. But if they don't, I apologize. Blame the people that turned it in with the code in the box. I'm just giving people an opportunity. I don't want to throw away a free movie. So, there's Assassin's Creed. Ooh. There you go. Fender Bender. That's kind of strange that had to go. But now, I am going to roll through this one because this has got some kind of weird instructions. So there's that. Pitch Perfect 2. And there's your code. I tried to do this video before. Cut off halfway through. My dumbass didn't notice it and I did the whole thing. You okay? Dog freaks me out sometimes. Mama? Okay. I'm going to show both sides of this. I mean, this is kind of confusing, but there you go. Hopefully. I mean, this is if you want it on PC. Hopefully you can read all that. But if you want it on Mac, oh, that was too close. There you go. There's Ucode right there. Limitless. Some of these have dates on them. Some of these don't. I don't know why they don't, but they don't. Let's see. Okay, Fury. There you go. Okay, this is the digital copy. Yeah, for the Lone Ranger. Took me a second to realize what that was from. So, there you go. Chronicle. I don't know why they do stuff like that, but they do. I know my camera's not the best quality. I'm filming it on an iPad. It's the best recording device that I have. I would have to guess that this is Suicide Squad. It doesn't say, but it shows pictures of it. So I can only assume that this is Suicide Squad. So there we go. That is the last code that I have. I have made my decision that I'm gonna do this every time. I could get on a forum and sell these codes, but it's just too much work. So I'm going to give them all to you guys as I get them. I only do these super huge hauls, like 2 or 3 times a year. But when I do go out and buy some new stuff, I will make sure to get them straight to you guys. And if you would please drop me a comment in the section. Tell me what you thought. Hit that like button. Hit the little bell. Subscribe. Help my boy out. Help your boy out. Come on. Help me build up this channel so I can get some better stuff for you guys. Okay? I can do more of this if you just help me out. So, just want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time.